In that breaking news, EBR School Superintendent Lamont Cole has just been indicted by a Baton Rouge grand jury. The superintendent in the parish prison right now at this hour getting processed on the first day of school. Didn't say much, but tonight this arrest warrant is doing the talking. You most likely got the push alert that Baton Rouge police telling us that they are working an active scene shooting at the Mall of Louisiana.
Police say some thieves really wanted some fast cash.
The doors to what was Yang Yang Massage is locked. The power is out.
There is a cool front, and I put air quotes around it because it's kind of playing with our emotions.
If the city has its way, they just launched this thing called the Pothole Posse. They've been out of the Orleans Parish prison for more than a week now, but he is back in custody.
She can be a radio star if she wants.
Be,
yeah,
you know,
she's going to put in the work and she's going to do it.
We also do know that the shooter is dead. Right now, Senator Cassidy is fighting for his political life. Some workers that I talked to say they believe this whole move is a money grab. All right, I just pulled out my trusty First Alert weather app. If you're coming out here, you're definitely going to need your sunglasses because the sun is shining. Are you seeing anybody? Hey, I'm not hitting on you. It's a valid question. We are less than a minute out, so we're going to go back to Kennedy Space Center for the countdown for the launch of Artemis 2. Let's listen in. Lamont Cole arrived to the parish prison in a suit and sunglasses. Didn't say much, but tonight this arrest warrant is doing the talking.
On the first day of a new school year, an arrest warrant says EBR's superintendent but then Metro Councilman Lamont Cole was texting about kickbacks in a scheme to steal away your tax dollars. In part, this is the text authorities say Cole sent to two others who were also arrested today. He knows I'm getting a kickback from both of you and he plans to expose us. It's unclear who he is, but what was clear on this first day of school, the superintendent was not in a classroom. He was turning himself in to jail. You can see Lamont Cole in the back there in his suit wearing sunglasses. Cole was charged with 5 felonies, including conspiracy to commit bribery and money laundering in connection with his time on the East Baton Rouge Metro Council and 6 months into his appointment as superintendent. According to the arrest warrant, Cole used his position on the Metro Council to steer public contracts to Terrell Jackson and his wife Erica in exchange for cash and gifts. Investigators say Cole accepted at least $40,000 in dirty money from Terrell Jackson. The Jacksons are also among those indicted in the probe. The warrant lays out a series of text messages between Cole and Terrell Jackson that investigators say show the alleged kickback arrangement in Cole's own words. In one exchange from January 2023, investigators say Cole wrote, "Just took care of you in a major way," which means just took care of us. In another message, investigators say the two discussed splitting contract proceeds, with Cole writing another $10K a month. Agents say Terrell Jackson responded, "Not each," to which Cole texted $5K each. If you can sell it in a way that impresses, then it could be $10K each. They need to believe it's important to educate the community all year long. I got us the first $10K. Your presentation will determine the next $10K. The warrant also alleges Cole pressured city parish leaders to issue payments to Jackson, despite concerns raised by a supervisor over whether Jackson was holding up his end of the contract. Investigators say Cole played a role in that supervisor getting fired. Investigators say Cole texted, "F with the bull, you get the horns." When our cameras caught up with Superintendent Cole outside the jail this morning, he had little to say.
Respectfully, no comment.
But in a statement released last night, Cole said, quote, "Today's actions are simply a miscarriage of justice based on association, not attestation, and proximity to potential crimes without proof. I will fully comply with all legal requests, and I am confident in our legal system to swiftly recognize this for what it is and make the appropriate adjustments to fully vindicate me." Cole's indictment is the latest in a string of high-profile arrests tied to Attorney General Liz Murrow's corruption probe, a coordinated effort between state and federal authorities. Among those previously indicted, current Metro Councilman Cleve Dunn Jr., Courtney Scott, a former top aide for previous Mayor Sharon Weston Broome, and Perlina Thomas, a former high-ranking leader at the city's bus system. Broome has not been charged with any wrongdoing.
And Cole was released from jail on a $15,000 bond. No word tonight on when he will make his first appearance in court. Well, this entire area was filled with students ready to begin their college careers and even have a little fun. But the showstopper came from above, and tonight it's causing and raising some eyebrows.
This daredevil dancer getting a reaction from the crowd. These new LSU students getting a show outside the PMAC during the Residence Hall Association's annual block party. Her name is Sasha. She says she and her team, including viral singer Mel, heard about Welcome Week and showed up, and despite online chatter, they were not paid. They joined a DJ who was already set up.
There was no strategic plan behind it, just kind of what we did when we had to turn the crowd up.
So look, I'm about to come down there and I need y'all to go crazy for the camera.
The crowd went wild. The PMAC turning into a temporary P-Valley. The videos going viral, some even calling the balcony balancing act dangerous.
What have people been saying? I know, they're saying, oh, that's her from TikTok, but what?
That I'm very brave for getting on that balcony. I wasn't scared at all. I had full trust in my team.
That team includes nearly 300-pound former collegiate cheerleader Jeremy Jason.
I just knew where to hold her arms at, and it made it real easy to hold her. And she gripped my arms right back in return, and we were literally locked in by the arms. So she wasn't going to fall.
But the popping on the PMAC isn't getting universal support. Some parents online question the impromptu entertainment. LSU tells us they are investigating. Late tonight, State Attorney General releasing this statement. As a proud LSU alum, I believe a twerk fest outside the PMAC tarnishes the image of a school with much to be proud of. The group says they meant no harm, but plan to be back.
In a more respectful way.
In a more
if you guys see we went
responsible
yeah, more
way.
responsible way.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, many of those students are currently at an event in the Union at this hour. Classes start on Monday. Live at LSU, Deon Guillory, WAFB 9 News. Just the last 20 minutes, 2 cars came up to this place and they sped off as soon as they saw us. But they weren't getting in here tonight anyway because the doors to what was Yang Yang Massage is locked. The power is out. That's because city leaders say this is one of 8 places in the city that have had a long list of violations. Neighbors tell me they're happy it's gone.
It's an illegal massage business crackdown right across from William Kogis's business.
So yeah, I never knew exactly what was going on in there, but it just never quite seemed right.
His former neighbor Yang Yang Massage shut down today by the city of St. George. Despite pictures of massages still in the windows, the sign is gone and the power disconnected.
Yeah, they seemed to stay pretty busy. Definitely had traffic coming and going. It seemed, I guess, a little shady for a while there.
Right. That suspected shadiness happening at a total of 8 massage shops in St. George. City leaders say they were operating illegally and had code violations.
It's not as big a problem now as it was before, now that we've gotten rid of a few of them.
Scott Bird with the city of St. George says this type of operation has been a goal city leaders have had since the city was incorporated. They worked with the FBI, Board of Massage Therapy, and the St. George Fire Department. Some of the violations found include no massage establishment registration or licenses, electrical and housekeeping hazards, and overnight sleeping were not permitted.
We don't think that this contributes to a good quality of life. And so, whereas we see those things happening that are not good for the community, we're going to make sure we shut them down.
City leaders say several of the businesses are suspected of human trafficking and sex trafficking, but no arrests have been made. Kogis hopes his former neighbors don't make a return.
That's what you always hear. They keep kind of coming back. We would like to see them preferably not and get some kind of more honest business in there.
Now, if this and any of the other businesses do return and have violations, city leaders say their next step is to go to the landlords who rent out these spaces to these types of businesses. Now, if you have a complaint about a business like this or any other in the city of St. George, there's an email address that you can send a message to. We have all that information in this story right now on WAFB.com. Live in St. George, Deon Guillory, WAFB 9 News. Good evening and thank you for joining us here at 5:30. I'm Deon Guillory. We begin streaming tonight with the heat. 7 people have died in our state from heat-related illnesses so far this year. That's according to the Louisiana Department of Health. This is why we emphasize the importance of being cautious in this extreme heat. LDH says they've also seen more than 2,400 emergency room visits, with most of those folks being between the ages of 30 and 49 years old. 6 of the victims that died were over the age of 65. Now, the heat wave is expected to continue with no relief
just yet. Let's get over to meteorologist Henry Blakes with a look at just how hot it's going to be this weekend. Henry. We are getting a clearer picture tonight when it comes to cyclosporiasis cases in Louisiana. The state health department has a new dashboard that is tracking the parasitic intestinal illness causing explosive diarrhea. The numbers show East Baton Rouge Parish, you see it right here in green. Well, we lead the state in cases with 20 people getting sick. As Tong Trong explains, doctors are watching the increasing numbers.